What's up, grown-up me? How's life? Do you have a boyfriend? Do you still love Carson McCullers? Are you still best friends with Maxie? Where do you live? Seattle? Paris? Wherever you are, I hope you're doing exactly what you want to do. If you ever get sad, remember that I was thinking of you once.
Yeah, I guess it's easier when you're young. All you need from someone is to feel stupid around him.
Mr. Exciting Teller. What are you doing?
I had a dream, back then. I was going to be in a pretty important rock band.
What do you need when you're older?
You need to feel like you're on the same side of what seems stupid.
Are we just supposed to believe everything that's been fed to us from the time we were a little kid to now?
I mean, I just want to have a job I'm good at and, come home every day to somebody that I love and be good to them and maybe go for a hike every now and again on the weekends.
Hey! Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Just got a customer. Yeah.
I got to New York, and I lived down the Lower East Side. And I went to the Sidewalk Cafe, and there was a waitress there. She's pretty struck, and she was kind of loopy, but had an edge to her, pretty funny. I don't know, she sort of had my number,
I have a job. I don't know if you heard. I got a job that is going great. They like me there a lot. They actually give me a chance, and they're really nice to me, and I'm doing good there.
I miss you. I miss my friend.
So I've been thinking about you a bit over the last few weeks. I hear what you say about wanting a simple life, but I feel like I'm just getting started. I want more.
And love is, love is, love is love, no matter who you're thinking of. So you can open all those doors that someone closed so long ago. 'Cause you're bolder when you say, I am through, I am through. Room for something to begin.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us for this special tribute to the life and the work of the great Lynn Shelton. My name is Marc Duplass.
I'm Jay Duplass, and I fairly recently got to work with Lynn on a project called Outside In that Lynn and I wrote together. She directed and I acted, and we produced it at Duplass Brothers. I had been friends with Lynn for a long time and had witnessed her making many projects with my brother here, and was feeling a little jealous and felt very lucky that I got to finally make a movie with her.
And I was lucky, like many of you were, to work with Lynn multiple times on films like Hump Day and Your Sister's Sister, and she directed me in countless episodes of television. And it was just such a joy to not only spend that time with her, but to witness how much she loves collaborating deeply, and how much she loved her actors and her crew members, and how loyal she was to them. She would work with people continuously over and over again, people like Ben Kasulki and Vinny Smith and Mel Eslyn and Nat Sanders, and the list goes on and on and on of people who recognize how deeply lucky we were to watch her collaborate. And as you all know, Lynn loved music, and I think she loved nothing more than putting music and film together in that special alchemy. I mean, maybe she loved sing-alongs more, but you know what I mean.
So as an ode to Lynn's love for film and music and sing-alongs, this program will be a progression through Lynn's films and a few notable TV projects in chronological order. An actor from each project will be introducing a musician or musicians who will perform something from the score or soundtrack, and we fully expect you to sing along.
And since we are celebrating not only her work, but also her life, we really do want to make sure that we honor Lynn as a filmmaker, but also as a member of a beautiful family that included her father, Max Shelton, mother, Wendy Rodell, and her other mother, she liked to call her Frauke Rind, and Alan Rodell. She was a sibling to David, Tanya, and Robert. She was married to Kevin Seal for almost 27 years, a devoted mother to Milo Seal, and over the last year had become a creative collaborator and romantic partner to Marc Maron. So while we all wish we were gathering here under different circumstances, let's all sit back and enjoy, and most importantly, honor Lynn's deep love of music and film.
I'm Maggie Brown, and I was cast as Kate at 13 in Lynn's first feature film titled We Go Way Back. Lynn was so warm and kind and just so open-hearted. Working with her was always really fun. I met so many inspirational people working on We Go Way Back, and I have memories from that experience that I just hold really, really dear to me. One thing I remember about Lynn is that she loved music. And when we were driving from location to location, we would always be listening to music, and Lynn would frequently put on Laura Veirs. Lynn, it was an honor and a privilege to have worked with you, and I miss you. So now I'd like to introduce Laura Veirs playing Riptide, one of her songs featured in We Go Way Back.
Pulls me out into the open sea. My toes dangle for a place to stand and be. Oh, starry night, come and chart a course, or send me a boat with an anchor set. I'll pull myself ashore. Left with essence of the moon and the stars and the night. There's no other route. I cannot take self to flight. I'll float here with the shrimp and brine, and on my cheeks and hair the salt will always shine. And with this phosphorescence map, a sailor's chart, a mermaid's hand, something I'll find. Oh, starry night, come and chart a course, or send me a boat with an anchor set. I'll pull myself ashore.
The time in my life when this movie happened was like truly a low point, you know, like my marriage had ended, my first marriage had ended, and I had like a herniated disc, and I looked like objectively the worst I have ever looked, which is nice for your first and likely only starring role in a film, but it was more than made up for by the fact that Lynn was like genuinely interested in mining this low point for something meaningful and something true and something that she believed in, and that made me believe in it and in myself, and whatever the merits of my effortless brilliance are, and I believe there are many, it is also the birth of the thing that she was, you know, rightfully kind of celebrated for, which is that her sets were like this magical, you know, utopian haven where people are like collaborating on vegan stew and like braiding each other's hair. It was like a fun, great time that you never wanted to leave. And if we hadn't been out in the goddamn woods, I probably never would have left. But anyway, now Ted Speaker is going to play a selection from his score from My Effortless Brilliance.
My name is Joshua Leonard, and I played Andrew in Hump Day. Back in 2008, my friend Marc Duplass called me and asked if I wanted to come make a movie with him and his friend Lynn Shelton. I loved Marc, so I immediately said yes. And then once we started getting into the collaboration, I began to get really nervous because this Lynn Shelton person was way too nice and she was way too enthusiastic, and that convinced me that there was no way that she could be good at her job. The set barely felt like work. We laughed all the time. It was collaborative, it was loving, it was like family. And at that point I was absolutely convinced that Lynn wasn't talented, because making a film had to be way harder than that. And then she sent me a rough cut, and it kind of blew my mind. I loved that film with my whole heart from the first time I saw it. I found it to be funny and true and deeply human, and somehow, miraculously, I had become a better, more honest actor than I ever had been in it, and And that led me to this big realization that that some of my core beliefs about being a person and making shit were probably pretty bad. That you had to have friction in order to create good art, that you had to be skeptical in order to be taken seriously, and that kindness equated to weakness, because Lynn Shelton was nothing if she was not kind. And anybody would tell you that, and lots of people probably have. Lynn directed the way that she lived her life as a deep and pure enthusiast for people's best potential. She really had the ability to love you into being your best self. I miss her a lot, and I learned so much from her. And next up, we have Vinny Smith and Lori Goldston performing a song from Hump Day.
Hi, my name is Kevin Murphy. I play in a Seattle band called the Moondoggies. I met Lynn through when she was making $5 cover. She was kind of coming up with different stories, interviewing all the musicians, and I met her through my friend's band, The Lights. And so we met up for coffee and just talked for a couple hours and just immediately hit it off. Since then, through the years, we were always close and became a shoulder to cry on and call me during hard times, and just a beautiful, wonderful, loving soul, and actually ended up really making an impact on the Seattle music scene through this project, because all the different bands, their stories are interwoven, but it was through this project that a lot of us ended up meeting and forming bonds. And her and I used to sing music together, and she'd always stand up front and then eventually made her way onto the stage, and we sang a song together. But this song is called Old Hound. This is one that she liked, and so now I recorded it, and Megan had some of the $5 cover people do some singing with me, so hope you enjoy.
All right.
to Lynn Shelton.
I'll be your old hound. I'll be your old hound. I'll be your road down. I'll be your hometown. I'll be your hometown. I'll be familiar ground. Don't be a stranger. Whoa. Don't be a stranger. Whoa. Don't be a stranger. Don't be a stranger.
I remember meeting Lynn Shelton and just being absolutely wowed and awestruck, not just by how unspeakably beautiful she was, but just what a effervescent spirit she had, and fabulous, raucous, infectious laugh, and I felt really safe with her. You did just feel immediately very safe with Lynn because of the goodness of her spirit, which you kind of needed, because working in that way, that freewheeling, uncharted territory with no script, it felt kind of boundaryless and daunting at times, revealing and exposing, and that's the beauty of what she captures, is it's so intimate, it's so human, it's so awkward. And you needed a great spirit like Lynn to not let you feel untethered during the course of the process. And she was so interested in what you would bring and what would unravel for you. She was sort of so excited by your own discovery. So it was just really rewarding. It was just the kind of work at the end of the day that you kind of lay there in bed and go, what just happened, What did I just do? And then you realize that that's what she's capturing is real life. It's just real life, real humanity, and her genuine intrigue in it is the reason why she's able to capture it so beautifully. So it's sort of unforgettable being with her and Rosemarie and Marc and our wonderful crew, Orcas Island, for 12 days, made a movie in 12 days. I mean, never experienced anything like it. It was just thrilling, really. And it's just such a loss to not have her around anymore, because she was so light. It's what everyone loved about her, just so completely alive, with so much left to show the world. And so she will be so greatly, greatly missed. And I'm so grateful that I got to breathe the same air as her and make something extraordinary with her. It's really just unforgettable. So I'm going to introduce a song that actually was in Your Sister's Sister. It's called Playing Dead, and it's by breathe out, breathe.
1, 2, 3, 4. When I was playing dead, I'd lie down. I wouldn't move, though everything else was. The swing set is playing catch with a dance. No one noticed it, that I was gone. And she came along in love. I got you, didn't I? I got you, didn't I? I got you in love. I got you, didn't I? I got you, didn't I? I got you. When I was alive, I didn't know why I died. I guess I thought everything was dead. Your hair is red and other lights is black. And when you laugh, it brings me back in love. I got you, didn't I? I got you, didn't I? I got you in love. I got you, didn't I? I got you, didn't I? I got you. When I was playing dead, I'd lie down. I wouldn't move, though everything else was. The swing set kids playing catch with a dance. No one noticed. When I was alive, I didn't know why I died. I guess I thought everything was that way. Your hair is gray and other lights is black. And your light still brings me back in
Hi, I'm Rosemarie DeWitt. To know and work with Lynn Shelton was to feel seen, cherished, and valued for your whole self. Those are the qualities of a great filmmaker and also the qualities of a great mother. At times, she felt like a mother to us all. She was a mother to the magnificent Milo Seal, who was the love of her life and the greatest legacy that she leaves behind. We're really grateful to Milo for sharing Lynn with us. Here to sing the staggeringly beautiful song Horses from Touchy Feely is the talented musician and actor from the film, Tomo Nakayama, who asks, is it a blessing or a curse to be found? I think that Lynn would say it was a blessing.
Is it a blessing or a curse to be found, to be found? Is it a burden or a gift to be bound, to be bound? Are you a calling or a tie to my run-on sentence, where I was just a word that I'd refuse to be defined? Oh, oh, oh. There is freedom when you say I am through, room for something to begin. All in you, I'm no horse without a race. I will gallop where I please and with no shame, no hesitation. I'll go down upon my knees. Love is, love is, love is love, no matter whom you're thinking of. So you can open all those doors that someone closed so long ago. 'Cause you're bolder when you say I am through, room for something to begin.
Hi, I'm Reese, and I want to talk a little bit about Lynn's television work, because that's how I met Lynn. I met her on the set of The Morning Show, and I was really excited to work with her because I was a big fan of her work. And I just remember her walking on set, and she was in the middle of directing a scene, and there were 6 cameras going because it's a television production studio set, and then There were easily 50 extras and 8 principals on camera, and she just was completely at ease. And it was like she had done this a million times before, and I was really struck by her confidence. She just always worked so well with everyone, from the actors to the camera department to the crew. She was always asking me what we could do to cheer the crew up. She and I got on this kick where we wanted to bring baby goats to the set of Little Fires Everywhere, and that's all she and I could talk about. And we weren't able to because of codes, but I loved her free spirit, and I want to say that Lynn, when we were on Little Fires, the finale scene where the kids burned down the house, we had to really work together to choreograph the performances of the teenagers, and Lynn just took time to concentrate on each kid and their performance and make them feel safe. And then when it actually got around to me, I realized I felt so safe with watching her process with the kids that I felt free to be extreme, to do something wild and then something subdued. And I will say that's my highest compliment I can give of any director, is that she made me feel free. And I will miss her a lot. She was a wonderful human and a vibrant, alive, free-spirited, talented, funny lady. And a very dedicated mother. She talked about Milo all the time and what motherhood meant to her, and what it meant to be able to talk about themes of motherhood in her career. It's just incredibly devastating, and my heart goes out to everybody who loved Lynn, who spent time with Lynn, who watched Lynn's movies. Her legacy is alive with her films and in our hearts.
Hi, my name is Betty Gilpin, and I worked with Lynn on many episodes of the TV show Glow, a show that she really helped find its voice and weird, wonderful tone. So much of that was Lynn's fault. And she was one of the first female directors I've ever worked with, which is insane. And I realize now how lucky I am that she was one of the first women I saw run a set, because her talent is so unique. You know, a set is full of many opposing personalities with seemingly opposing jobs to do. And she just always had a sort of brain language Esperanto for every single person on set, from kid glove needing adult baby actors to people who have to think in math and watts and feet of cable. And she just knew enough to be dangerously good at every aspect of the job. And we were doing reshoots of a scene that was a big scene, and I wasn't getting there, and she came over and she whispered something so devastating to me about the character, and we did another take, and I totally lost it, and she's like, cut, okay, great. Yeah, we needed tears on your face just for continuity from the first time we shot it. Okay, let's all go home. I was like, you Jedi'd me into getting everyone home to their families. God, you're good. She was just, you guys know, she was the best. And I'm so honored to have known her and worked with her. I have the honor of introducing now the Glow composer, Craig Wadron. Take it away, Craig.
This is dedicated with great love and a heavy heart to Lynn, from me and my co-writers Lara Myratkin and Bo Body.
Hi, this is Jeff Garlin. I worked with Lynn Shelton on the film Laggies, and I think that a lot of people today are talking about working with Lynn. And I enjoyed very much working with Lynn, and the thing that I bet you is running through all of this is her love for actors, her crew, her love to be on the set. And that's where I first met her. I met her on the movie Safety Not Guaranteed, of which she was not employed. I found out later that it was her crew, primarily, and she just loved being on the set. She loved all of it. truly, it's fun to see in a person that their skill and their passion are the same thing. So I have great memories of working on Laggies, great memories, but what really sticks with me is working on Safety Not Guaranteed and watching her every day contributing because she wanted to be part of it and she missed not being with her crew. Kind of remarkable. I've not been able to talk about this much. I feel for all of you because she was special. And now, I'm about to introduce Ben Gibbard. Well, there, I introduced him, but don't go to him yet. Another time, just her in her joy. We had screened Laggies at the ArcLight Cinema here in Los Angeles and Hollywood. And after the movie was over, I found her sitting in the front row before the Q&A, sitting in the front row, singing along with Ben's song. To a song that I know she'd heard at that point hundreds of times. She was just so happy doing what she loved. And she was really blessed by that. I was blessed to know her. All right, Ben Gibbard, and thank you.
Hey, you guys. My name is Ben Gibbard. I had the privilege of working with Lynn on the movie Laggies. I had been a fan of hers for a number of years before we worked together, and I kind of gathered up the courage to procure her email from our mutual friend Sean Nelson and basically write her a fan letter and tell her how much I loved her films and that if there was ever an opportunity to work together, I would love to do it. And she wrote me back, and we went out for coffee, and I just immediately fell in love with her and thought she was the most amazing person, one of the most amazing people I've ever met. And she told me about this movie that she was working on, and offered me the job of scoring it, which was kind of my first time ever doing something like that. But she had faith in me, and she was gentle and kind and very encouraging when I misstepped. And towards the end of the process, she asked if I might have a song for the end credits. And in fact, I had written one around all of the music that had been used for the score. So this is that song, and it's called "It's Never Too Late." Don't turn around. There's nothing left to be found as you faint and played along in a place you thought you belonged. So when did you turn? When did you wake this concern that your shadow could not be outrun? It defeats you before you've begun. This book you never read is now long overdue. An errant satellite that's lost behind the moon. So don't ever say that it's too late to cure your lonely heart. Walk, quicken your pace. Scale every wall and gate. No one will hold you down. Get lost to be found. This river never rests. It flows through you and me. We are the clouds above, we are the deepest sea. So don't ever say that it's too late to cure your lonely heart. Don't ever say that when it breaks it just stays shattered apart. Don't ever say that it's too late to cure your lonely heart. I'll never forget Lynn as long as I live, and I'll always be grateful for her guidance and friendship. And yeah, I'll miss her forever.
Hi, I'm Kaitlyn Dever. The second time I got to act in one of Lynn's films was for her movie called Outside In. I was so excited to get to work with her again, and when she told me about the idea for the first time, she wanted to go on a walk with me in Santa Monica, so she told me to meet her at the Whole Foods. And then she texted me more specifically and said, "Meet me at the Rutabagas," which, I don't know, thinking about that just always makes me laugh. I mean, the best part about making movies with her was that she made everyone feel like they were at home, and everyone was always on the same team and having so much fun and seriously laughing all the time. And that's what made making Outside In so special, was that she put all of us together and made us feel like we were at home. She even wanted us to stay in this house together while we made the movie in Washington State, just so that we could get to know each other better. And it just felt like we were living in our perfect little world, and I am forever grateful for that experience she gave me, and I think that's why Outside In was so incredible. And I think that's what makes all of her filmmaking so special and magical, is that the love she gives to everyone really bleeds through every shot. So I want to introduce Andrew Bird, who is going to perform a beautiful song from the film Outside In called By Any Means. I love you, Lynn.
to me, cry to me.
Hi, I'm Michaela Watkins, and I wanted to talk a little bit about Lynn and what it was like to work on Sort of Trust, because it was one of the most exhilarating improvisational experiences I've ever had. I've never done a full-length feature where there was that much improv, and yes, there was this, scriptment that she'd written with Mike O'Brien, but really, it sort of was this magical collaborative experience where we were guided by our leader, who was sort of the only person who held the key to what the actual specific tone of this film was. And it is a very, very specific little tone. It's like the little needle has to come down on the record just right to really make it sound right. And she knew what that was. And so here we are, all kind of flying blind, jumping in with each other. It was just so exhilarating. It's a little like that game Operation where you have to reach in and pull a bone out, and if you hit the sides of the walls, and you get like a little electrical zap. And that's a little what it felt like, because she knew where the walls were, but we didn't. So we would just be, bringing all this stuff to it, and then she would be like, eh. And you're going, oh my God, no, I ruined your movie. But then when you hit the chord just right, she would just burst into tears and come up and hug you and go, I love you so much. And it's because we hit the note that she heard. And speaking of tone and notes, she always has this beautiful score playing in so many of her movies that really make and break the emotionality of her films. And they're so deeply personal, and the music is so incredibly moving to me. And I've always been so impressed by that. So it was really no small compliment when she asked Marc Maron to do the score with his blues guitar, and she just knew that was exactly the sound that it needed to be. And what a compliment to be asked, and boy, what a leap he made to actually do it. He's never done anything like that before, and he did not disappoint. So I present to you Marc Maron.
I'm not a musician. I worked with Lynn on a lot of stuff. I loved her. I love her. And I miss her. And this is a kind of a couple of riffs I did. She liked the way I play guitar. She liked the way I did a lot of things. And because of that, I did them better. I fucking miss her, and I know you all do too. But this is just a guy who plays guitar, playing for Lynn.
All right, okay.
all miss you, Lynn. I love you. We all love you.
Thanks, you guys.
She went down the river. She went down to put her hands in the sea. Ever since I seen her, I ain't the man I am usually. Jesus won't deliver. He ain't the man sent here to set you free. 'Cause I know that this small world could fall. Yes, I know. She's a girl to end them all. Yes, I know. And I really know nothing at all. Oh, when the day turned to night, and that I know shone bright. My love is a giver. She offers up the light I don't see. Her soul makes me shiver. She chases off the liar in me. Words they do not fit her. 'Cause when she speaks I hear melody. 'Cause I know that this small world could fall. Yes, I know. She is a girl to end them all. Yes, I know that I really know nothing at all. Oh,